Welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples, a channel of conversation and board games.
Hey, my name is Brent here on Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples, and today we're going to look at a small little game. It's just going to be just a few minutes on this Ready, Set, Sloth game. I picked it up at a local discount dollar store. I will say that. It was only a few bucks from Ravensburger, so I was like, oh, you know what, I'll take my chances on it. Looks a little bit like a mass markety type game. It says big little game, but I wouldn't go that far. This isn't a game that has deep, meaningful decisions, but it does give younger kids interesting, meaningful decisions. It says it plays 4+ in about 15 minutes, and I bet you could probably play this game in less than 10, 2 to 4 players. And so this is how it plays. Each player gets a little sloth token representing which sloth is theirs, as well as the matching sloth. You take the board and you build this little game board. It comes in 2 pieces with these little plastic clips, and then you set it in the game box, and it makes a little 3D game board. So it looks pretty cool. Kids will like that. My kids did. And then you put each of the sloths in front of their tree, because each of the sloths are trying to make it to the top of the tree so that they can have a nap. Obviously, in real life, it would take weeks for them to actually get up there to the top of the tree, but in this case, it'll take, like I said, maybe 10 minutes. You then take and shuffle up these little paper thin cards. These are like paper thin movement strips. I think that's what they call. And you put them in front of the game board. Okay, I'll put this to the side. I have it pulled back because the game board is so tall. Each player puts this in front of them, representing that is which sloth that they are controlling. And then on a player's turn, they take the top strip, they flip it over, and they look at it. And they can either put it this way in front, or they can rotate it and put it this way. Whichever way they put it, they line up. This icon is with the corresponding sloth in that column. So a broken branch always moves back. So this orange sloth would move back. If it was ever hanging on a branch, it would have to move down 1. A single flower moves up 1. A sleeping sloth means they are already taking their nap and they stay put. And a double flower means they move up 2 notches. And I'll show you, they hang there, and it's pretty cool, and my kids have enjoyed that. There you go. So that's what you do on your turn. So you could put it this way, or you could rotate it and do it the opposite way. And in that case, the blue one would move back 2, and the orange one would move up 1. The yellow would be sleeping, and the red would have advanced 1 Brent. So that's the game, okay? That's the game. Whoever gets to the top first is the winner. So not many rules, but not every kid is going to be able to, at 4 years old, play Ticket to Ride or play some of these quote-unquote more advanced hobby games. And I think that's all right. This game, where, yes, it has only 2 decisions a child can make on a turn, is still a meaningful decision, and it's more of a decision than if they're playing Trouble and they roll the die or hit the Pop-O-Matic and then they move their pawn around the board. Okay? So not many meaningful decisions, but it does have a little bit. And like I said, not every 4-year-old is going to be mastering Ticket to Ride or playing Marvel United with their family or anything like that. And I think that's all right. And so for what this does, I think it does all right. We as a family play with the advanced variant where everybody takes a sloth randomly. So you flip them all over, and then you get one of these. So then that's your sloth. You know what it is, but nobody else does. And in a 2-player game, a winning or a sloth that's not controlled by a player could win. Same in a 3. But that's just a little bit more for kids to think about. They actually don't know who it is. It kind of eliminates the whole like meanness where you're purposely driving someone who you know whose sloth it is. Say I'm the blue person and my son or daughter just keeps moving me down. It eliminates that when it's when they're a mystery, so I like that. And then I have a little variant which I play with our kids. Everybody starts with 2 of these in their hands. They start with 2 of these in their hands, and then that gives them 4 decisions, which one they're going to play and in which orientation they're going to put it in front. And it just gives a little bit more to think about. Again, this is minor decision making, but I think for what it's trying to do, it does it in a fun way. That's what games are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fun. This is teaching kids simple decisions, and it doesn't take very long, 10 minutes and you're done. And I highly suggest, if you're going to play this, play with the little variant where you have a mini starting hand, so it gives your kids a little bit more to think about. Like I said, this is a small game. It says small game or small box, big game or whatever, but truly it is a pretty small game. But I just wanted to say it's better than most mass market stuff that is out there in this small little box. So there you have it. My thoughts on Ready, Set, Sloth. My name is Brent. Check us out on Facebook. Cloudy the Chance of Meeples. Remember, grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to grab your umbrella because the forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.